Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of VGC Prep. I'm your host Ryan, and today is the last episode of VGC Prep Season 2. That's because by the time I come back, Worlds will have already taken place, and while we're not participating in Worlds, I like to keep up with the certain seasons, so after this we'll head into Season 3, and really nothing will change. Will just be a new season, still use the same rules, we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I don't think there's any reason to do double trouble. We might throw in some random smoke on doubles or something here, maybe a few showdown sessions as we go, but for the most part, this is the end of Season 2. I will be tweeting out, most likely Wednesday night, the final culmination of our win-loss record from Season 1 and Season 2 on Twitter, so look forward to that. I'm kind of excited. It's gonna take, I have to go through 100 episodes, because I didn't do this apparently for Season 1, but I'm kind of curious, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. So, the final battle, that final episode of Season 2, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be battling Slim Kali for the Pokemon Doubles League, and you know, that we did PDL the other day, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a draft-based league where each individual team drafts 10 Pokemon, and no other team can draft that Pokemon. So I drafted Mega Mawile. I won last season, so I drafted first, and I went straight for that Mega Mawile because, of course, Mega Mawile is the bomb. No one else can get it. So that's kind of how it works. There's a lot of other intricate rules, but I'll explain that in a few upcoming series. And just hold that in your mind, because I'm not going to reveal that just yet. Alright, so Slim decided to bring Arcanine, Kingdra, Gengar, Scrafty, Liepard, and Breloom. Now, right off the bat, Breloom and Liepard were going to give me trouble. I didn't bring my Rotom Heat because I didn't think about it. So Rotom Heat, I don't have any switch-ins for this Breloom. Now, I do have safety goggles on my Cresselia, so that was my best option. So what I was going to do was I was going to start off with Mawile and Cresselia. Unfortunately, I accidentally, that was a really bad pronunciation, accidentally misclicked into Aromatisse, and the reason that happened was because I started off with things and then I had to undo. I wanted to withdraw someone, it changed up the spacing, and then I ended up accidentally choosing Aromatisse. So I'm starting with this lead, but then I'm thinking, you know what, this might not actually be too bad. This actually might not be bad, because Aromatisse has aromatherapy. Duh. I thought of that. I brought it because I wasn't going to be bringing Rotom Heat, so I figured aromatherapy might work. So that's not too bad. Cresselia has safety goggles, so I can eat up the Spore. And then I can block the Encore that's possibly going to come out with my Aromatisse. So this is actually not too bad of a game for me. So I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna he tried to Encore me, forgetting about Aromaveil, and this is why this lead actually kind of worked out well for me. It was a complete mistake, but it actually worked out pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave my Aromatisse in. He's got absolutely no way to damage it. I mean, he's got the Seed Bomb, but it's really not gonna do much. It does more than I thought it would, which is actually kind of bad, but I'm thinking, I have no reason to switch out. Why would I switch out? He's gonna Spore me. So I'm counting the turns. So I go for so I know when to attack. So I Draining Kiss into the Liepard here, doing more than half. And I think I Psychic into the Breloom. Now we find out that the Liepard has the Rocky Helmet, which is a little interesting, because truth be told, Liepard does not have a lot of defense, so it's not gonna really be doing too much. So what happens here is the Liepard, not the Liepard, the Breloom does end up going for the Mach Punch to, you know, try and just do some damage to my Cresselia. And knowing that the Rocky Helmet's on the Liepard, I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to Draining Kiss the Breloom, and I'm hoping, you know, my Ice Beam should be more than enough to take out the Liepard from here. It's not. So, unfortunately, I do end up losing my Cresselia. Oh, wow, no, I even in-game, I was surprised at that, too. I still didn't go down. That surprised me there, too. I totally forgot about that, but yeah, I don't remember surviving that. So he's gonna go for the Extreme Speed. I was kind of thinking he'd have it, but at the same time, I was like, do I really want to switch in my Mawile here? He might Foul Play me. He might predict that and go for the Flare Blitz. I mean, he had no reason not to go for the Flare Blitz because, you know, what am I going to do to an Arcanine except chip him a little bit, you know? So I do Draining Kiss the Liepard because I'm thinking, you know, he's really going to be a problem. I know I can block a lot of what he does, but I really don't want to deal with that, you know? So Arcanine's out. I can't really bring out my Mawile because, you know, Trick Room's not up. It's going to be kind of a problem. So we know that his Gengar is going to be Mega. So I'm thinking, like, how am I going to do this? You know, I have Aromatisse who I know can't survive a Sludge Bomb, but we're going to try. We're going to try. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I was seriously considering switching into my my Mawile that turn. I knew he was going to Sludge Bomb me, but I honestly thought that the risk of him Flare Blitzing me on the switch in is not good. I'd rather switch in, get that Intimidate up, and then, you know, Mega Evolve so I have that better defense. Now, I do have Surf on my Dragonite. I'm not really too comfortable with Dragonite's special attack. I know it's base 100, but no one's really proccing my weakness policy ever, and it's just not working very well for me. But either way, I thought this was a better Dragonite to use. He doesn't really get any other special water moves. I was hoping for, like, you know, maybe... I guess there really is nothing else other than Hydro Pump or Scald, but he's definitely not going to get that. So I Mega Evolve here, I bring in, I get them that -1. I'm thinking, okay, you know, the best I can do is just Surf them, you know. He's going to end up Flare Blitzing my Dragonite, which I found kind of interesting, but I guess he just really predicted me to Protect there, and that was a good play there, but he ends up losing so much HP that my Surf is really just going to take him out from here. So now it's just, I believe it's just his Gengar left. Yeah, it's just his Gengar left. So I have Crunch on this Mawile, so I'm just going to go straight for that nice and powerful Crunch. He is going to end up taking out my Dragonite with Sludge Bomb, so it's going to be a 1-0 in my favor, but still a win. So I do get that Crunch off. There was no way he was going to get out of that anyway if he decided to burn the Mawile. He can't one-shot the Mawile, and I have full HP. So there was literally no way he could have won that. Outside of... is there any possible way he could have done that? I have no idea. I have no idea if that would have even been possible. But yeah, so that was the first game. Pretty cool game. Every time I see a Liepard, I always get a little tense because I really don't like Liepard with their Encore shenanigans. But that's kind of why Aromatisse rose to become one of my favorite Trick Room setters. It takes all shenanigans out of play, and it's just like, you want to Encore me? Go ahead. Waste a turn. You want to taunt me? Go ahead. Waste a turn. You know? So, going into this battle, I was like, you know what? That accidental lead actually was pretty solid for me, so I'm just going to bring the same thing that I did last time. Cresselia, Aromatisse, Mawile, and Dragonite. I don't have any way other than the Dragonite to hit Arcanine super effectively, so I need to do that. Most definitely. So he starts off with Scrafty and Breloom. Again, fake out Spore combination, but again, they really can't do too much to me, so I'm just going to do what I did. To be quite honest, I probably should have gone for double Trick Room, because, well, actually no, because we knew he was going to Spore the Aromatisse and fake out the Cresselia. So, I don't know exactly what I did. I probably went for Psychic with Cresselia. No, I went for Trick Room with Cresselia and Draining Kiss. Wait, no, now I'm really confused. Okay, yeah, no. I went for Draining Kiss with Aromatisse and Trick Room with Cresselia. So he's actually going to double into my Cresselia here with Knockoff and Seed Bomb, which I didn't see coming. I don't know about you, but I didn't see that coming. Now, unfortunately, I lost my safety goggles, so now I don't have very many reasons to stay in with my Cresselia. But I am faster than the Breloom. I was hoping for maybe an early wake-up so I can just take out the Breloom here. Turns out the Scrafty's actually faster than my Cresselia. I never would have guessed that. I mean, I know he's really slow, but I guess he just made it to pretty much perfectly beat that Cresselia, and it worked out well for him. So what's going to happen is I'm going to bring up my Mawile here because, you know, I get the Intimidate off. My Aromatisse pretty much is guaranteed to wake up next turn, so basically I'm just going to get rid of the Breloom. I have no reason to target into the Scrafty because he can't touch me at all right now. He literally cannot touch me. Knockoff's not going to bother either of my two Pokemon. It's barely going to touch my Mawile. And Drain Punch is not going to do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double into this Breloom right here. Because is Scrafty staying in? Probably not. Is there a reason for me to take out the Breloom? Oh, heck yes. That Spore can ruin me. And I was thinking, you know, I was also toying with the idea of play roughing the Scrafty anyway, because in my mind, I'm thinking, if he spores my Mawile, I have aromatherapy on my Aromatisse. So if I can get like a KO on Scrafty as well as bringing the Breloom past its sash, it might not be too bad. So what happens here is he ends up faking out my Aromatisse, which I thought was kind of interesting, because Aromatisse could not KO either of those two at all. She has no chance of doing that. And so by faking out my Aromatisse, you basically guaranteed that one of your Pokemon were going down. I know I'm at -1, but I still have huge power. So it's still like I'm kind of at like a +1. So what's gonna happen is I think I want to crunch into the Gengar and Draining Kiss the Scrafty. So you see this Draining Kiss. Now I'm not invested in special attack, and that still does 1/3 of its HP. That's lovely. This is why I love Aromatisse, because it is base 99 special attack. I think it's base 99, so it's really not bad. He's gonna end up Drain Punching into my Mawile, which really doesn't do a lot. He's not -1 anymore, I don't think, and unfortunately we do lose our Trick Room. So I was a little weary here. You know, I can survive a Sludge Bomb with my Aromatisse at full HP, and I do have Citrus Berries. So on one hand, you know, I was pretty confident that I can take it, but on the other, I wasn't sure what the Gengar was going to do. We knew he had a Will-O-Wisp, but I figured he wouldn't Will-O-Wisp me. He'd try and take out my Aromatisse, because if he takes out my Aromatisse, I don't have any other Trick Room setters left. He can come back from this pretty easily. But he ended up burning me, which I didn't really appreciate. But again, you know, like I've said, burning a Mega Mawile isn't an automatic Mawile's crippled. I mean, yeah, on one hand, Mega Mawile with huge power has huge attack, but on the other hand, the way I look at it is that huge power doubles and burn halves. So I'm just at neutral now, and I have base 105, and that's still enough to get many KOs, especially 4 times super effective hits on the Scrafty. So really, I don't mind burn. I welcome burn, because it's almost like a waste of a turn. You know, it might take me another turn to KO you, but if I'm under Trick Room, it's not going to hinder me too much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I do Draining Kiss, I go for the player off, and I end up taking out the Scrafty. So yeah, that's going to be the game. That's going to be how that rolls. We ended up Season 2 with 240 wins and 181 losses. And that, my friends, is a 59-point lead. I'm pretty happy about that. We've definitely grown since the last season. We've definitely become a lot better. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys at Season 3. Peace.